Welcome back, trainers, and in this video we're going to clear up the air as far as Mega Mewtwo X and Y, how much raids you're going to have to do and how much energy we're going to get per raid when it comes to the global, okay? So before we continue on, this is going to be based upon what we've seen in Japan for when they did do those Mega Mewtwo Y and X. They received 300 Mega Energy. Now, if we're going to be able to get more during the global, what we're going to see here, the calculations, well, obviously just make it less than what we're going to add up here as far as how many you're going to need to do, okay? And there's another bit of information that I was completely clueless on. For whatever reason, I thought it was only for the ticket holders in these particular places like Japan, Copenhagen, and Chicago. But apparently during the global Go Fest for Mega Mewtwo Y and X, they will both have the first stage unlocked for every Mewtwo caught during that day. I double checked, triple checked, quadruple checked, and then did it again. That's apparently what's happening. So with that said, let's go ahead and get into this. If you do enjoy these types of videos, if you can give it a thumbs up, that'd be much appreciated. Okay, so let's see what we have. So raids needed at 300 per raid. Now we're going to be looking at if you do have the first stage bypassed, okay? So straight up, all the information you need to know. Okay, how many I need to do if I'm catching that Mewtwo on this day with a background? I get 100, first stage bypass. And you also have a chance for it to be between from 2 to 3. Okay, so the first stage automatically unlocked, and you're gonna have a chance for it to be bypassed on stage 2 and 3. So there is that as well. And if that does happen, well, even less Mega Energy. Now here's what you need if you catch one on the day of arrival. 25 raids. That's gonna be 7,500 energy, 300 energy per raid. Simple as that. 25 raids per day. That doesn't seem so bad.
Why you always lying?
Okay. And then total 50 raids if you want to do both. Okay. So obviously everybody's going to want to do both. The energy is going to be split between each one. Now the problem lies with everybody had a Mewtwo ready to go. So how much are you going to need to do it for all of those? Well, we'll go over that number. It's over 14,000, sorry. Now, what's the difference between the in-person and the global Mewtwo's caught with the legacy? So the people that went into the global or to the in-person event for Japan and then the next two, when they do the Mewtwo's, when they do X and or Y, they're going to be able to do 2, right? Both of them caught will have the legacy move counter and Psy Strike. For the global, Mewtwo X is only going to have counter. You can get Psy Strike with Elite TM, I would assume. And then the Mewtwo Ys on Sunday are going to have Psy Strike, no counter. So day 1 counter, day 2 Psy Strike. They get both for the 2 that they get, maybe the 3. Okay, so that's what's going on there for them. And then they get the unlocks as well, and then they have a chance. They really screwed them over. I was, kind of really digging around because I was confused. I was like, so what are they getting more so? Like an early Mewtwo and a little bit of energy? And it just kept on spewing out like, yeah, there was really not much that they're getting here. Like I would have thought they would have had both Mewtwo's guaranteed bypass to level 3. I mean, for crying out loud, give them a one that's level 4, It's Go Fest. It's your ticket holder. You're in person. They're being stingy with Mewtwo. They really are. They want everybody to go hard during the global. Okay, let's get down to the energy needed per stage to bypass, okay? And then we'll get into how much it's gonna cost for your Mewtwo's right now, how many you're gonna have to do, and how much energy it's gonna cost, because the first stage is 7,000, the last stage is 7,000 plus, okay? All right, stage 1, to bypass it, it's gonna cost you 1,500. Okay, that's actually gonna be from, this is gonna be from stage 1 to 2, okay? So 1 is gonna cost more, from 1 to 2 is going to cost less, and then it jumps up again. So the ones caught during that day, to bypass that first or second stage, 1,500. Third stage from 2 to 3 is going to be 1,840, okay? So that's that. And then from 3 to 4, this one is going to cost you 5,800, looks like. Now, I'm brushing over this, and I'm not going over all the details. So of course, you can do this day by day. You can walk it, you can get energy. If you're not able to get all the energy, you can walk it, right? Might have tasks around as we're playing Go Fest Global that will reward Mega Mewtwo energy on the respectable day, which could help add up to maybe like 500 extra for you if they do that. Okay, I'm just throwing out a fun idea. God forbid they help us out a little extra, you know. So moving it on to the next one here. So that's going to be for, well, actually, no, that's it. That's it for that. So finally here, for grand total, that's going to be to unlock all the stages. If you have the Mewtwo right now and you want to use the 100 or the 98 shiny or whatever the case may be, Mewtwo that you currently have before the global, that's going to cost you 6,190 Mega Energy per Mewtwo. So yeah, get to rating pretty hard here, folks. Okay, so yeah, that's what we're looking at. It's going to cost you quite a bit. So you're looking at around, 35 raids or so. If they increase it, it's going to be a lot less. All right. If you catch the ones on that day, you're going to have to do about 25 raids. It's not going to be that big of a deal, but if you want to power up the ones that you have right now, it's going to cost you a lot more. So I just wanted to break that down. Apparently, we're getting a guaranteed first stage, and then you have a chance for 2 and 3 to be unlocked, because that 4 is going to cost quite a bit. So that's what we're looking at. All right. So there you go. Now the only question now is going to be, how common are they going to be? All right. We've already been over this. I'm not going to beat this horse again, but just briefly. They are for specific raids, the super mega raids. So hopefully they just keep spawning off of those. There may be a 30-minute timer on them, maybe a little less, who knows? And then we just keep rotating. The best bet for you is to coordinate with your local people, or just show up to a place where everybody's going to be playing that or a lot of people, downtown or whatever the case. That's going to be for Anchorage, and it's going to just, be fun. You just join everybody and just join the raids and follow the group. Okay, have a good time. All right, folks. So it looks like I'm going to have to do quite a few. One last thought here as we do go. My game plan is look, let me I'll throw this video up. Look, I got 3 Mewtwo already. This one's maxed out. It is a 98. Okay, great. Am I going to make that Mega? Maybe. Who knows? Shadow. Okay, cool. And then I have 100. Best buddy already. So I still need a little bit of Mega Energy to max it out. But I will be going with this one here. So I want to find one that's shiny with a decent background. Okay, once I've done that, great. And it has a certain amount of mega levels bypassed. Who knows? I might get one that with 3 that I like, then not the best IVs, but I just go with it. But you do have options if you're not able to make all of the raids that you needed to do, and you find one with a mega level 3 already, just go with that. All right, use a golden bottle cap sometime whenever they bring that out. Looks like we're going to be getting one for the Global Go Fest Go Pass anyways, so you don't, make your decision now. I'm pretty sure I'm going to use mine on Eternatus. I'm not using it on Mewtwo. I mean, it's a good choice. I have plenty here. So yeah, that's what we're looking at, folks. Just make sure you're prepared. Should be great. Now we just hope that they spawn all the time. All right, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you all next time. Take care.
Is a love tonight. Раз, два, три. Yeah, bye.